that when they choose to remove content, but I don't know. Even, okay, and then I guess against that, even after Elon Musk bought Twitter, he refused to put Alex Jones back on Twitter. So, like if he...
Yeah. If Elon Musk won't even put him back,
I know.
so it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with anything he says, and I'm sure he was actually spewing hate speech. I wish he could just shut up so he could talk about important stuff. Like, if he's gonna do that, I don't know. It just discredits him by talking like that. Yeah, it does
discredit him. Right. And also, like, I mean, I don't know, social media is kind of like a middle area, but, like, it is a private business, basically.
Right.
Like, if you walk into a store and you start saying stuff, they have a right to
Right. That's very true.
So
it's not a public, it's not the news.
Right. So.
But that's like a gray area in the law, too.
It is a really gray area. But, like, he also has his own platform already.
Right. That is...
And, like, you can also always make your own blog or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're banned from all of the internet. You just can't post on Twitter, like, or whatever.
Twitter, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook God. And Instagram, Periscope, BitChute, like, literally.
Periscope?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Well, I don't know. That's true.
That's bad, right?
If you're banned from all of these, maybe you're the problem.
Yeah, even Google Play, even Roku had a channel, and Roku took him down. Even though he actually didn't violate any of the Roku terms of service, but they still took him down and said they felt it was the right thing to do.
I mean, if he didn't violate the services, then they're just, like, jumping on.
Yeah, see it
with, like, being banned.
Right. I don't know.
It's a really gray area.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Now we'll go through some of his most well-known theories. Not really in depth, though. Like, I'm not gonna get super into them. Maybe there'll be future episodes, maybe not. But he has publicly talked about weather weapons and government weather control. And this kind of ties into the Montauk Project.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely isn't that like verified at this point?
Yeah, like cloud seeding and putting gases into the air to make sunsets prettier for tourists.
Really?
In Mexico, on the West Coast, the US companies, because San Diego is like so close to, I don't know, whatever, they're out there putting gases in the sky to make, like, private companies, which we need to make a law against that. But the Mexican government took legal action against them because they were flying into Mexican airspace to do it.
Oh. Well, that's good. That's great. You can't just be pumping in.
Does anyone think about consequences anymore?
No. They think, I have all this money, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Right.
The sunset could be even more beautiful. Fuck you, God.
Right.
Like, whatever. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
So... he's basically said, not only is the government using eugenics to reign supreme, it's manipulating weather to murder people on demand. Of course there's weather weapons going on. He repeatedly suggested that Obama was using secret weapons to control the weather. In 2013, he said, we had floods in Texas like 15 years ago, killed 30-something people in one night. Turned out it was the Air Force. He thinks that natural disasters have been the result of government interference since the early 90s. And in nearly 3 decades since, he said major Western governments have been secretly adding jet fuel to a whole host of radioactive isotopes to manipulate the weather, even going as far as to create and steer groups of tornadoes.
To steer tornadoes and to flood a specific area, and that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. How does he explain natural weather phenomenon in not Western countries then?
I don't.
Like
They're doing
tsunamis
it
and like
too,
what?
obviously. The weather never
Yeah, everyone's
existed.
control. Wouldn't you have like yeah, if every country is doing this, wouldn't the weather collide between
I
countries or
don't
whatever?
know.
Like
Well, also, though, and I don't know if it gets into
some
this,
of
but think
it.
about, like, Hurricane Katrina and, like, FEMA. Like, there's still people living in FEMA houses that they put in,
Yeah.
and that was a long time ago. Or, like, the fires in
Yeah.
Hawaii and Maui that displaced so many people, and then their land wasn't properly insured or wasn't up to code, and then they never got paid
Yeah.
out, and they now, who's buying that stuff? Big corporations. Like, it, some of this stuff is sketchy, and I want to say that I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of this going on, but I don't think it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's to that extreme.
No.
And I mean, there's still natural weather
Right,
too.
right,
You can't blame every
right,
disaster on the government.
right. InfoWars has also run reports suggesting that the government and High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, or HARP, once owned by the United States Air Force, use electromagnetic waves to create major weather events like Hurricane Sandy. This rumor became so pervasive that in August, the University of Alaska Fairbanks, HARP's new owners, held an open house to show skeptics the facility is not capable of mind control. Yet Jones stands by his story, and he was on Joe Rogan saying that HARP admitted that a general at HARP admitted to him that they manipulate the weather. And that, like, tied in so much with the Montauk Project.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, HARP is real.
Right.
And some stuff they do, I think, is like weather manipulation.
Right. The electromagnetic waves, that's super Montauk.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't bring a creature from the
I
Far East or
know.
whatever.
We kind of already covered this, but the 9/11 stuff in July 2001. Whoa, in July.
Yeah.
In July, he warned his audience that the government was planning to blame Osama bin Laden for the future destruction of the World Trade Center. And on September 11th, he opened his radio show by saying, "They need this as a pretext to bring you and your family martial law." As the founding father of the 9/11 Truth Movement, Jones has been pushing that the U.S. government was behind the attacks for over 15 years. Okay, how would he know that, though? Like, how could he make that up if it wasn't true?
Yeah. Well,
He couldn't have just guessed that that would happen 3 months before it happened.
right. I guess that's true. I don't know. It depends how much stuff he says. There's uh like a psychological phenomenon, right? That like someone says so many predictions and like even if two become true, then you're like think that they knew something even though they have like 100 that
Yeah.
maybe he said that didn't.
Well,
So
that's
maybe he was
true.
just lucky with this, but that is like crazy that it's like exactly accurate.
Yeah, and before, if it was after it happened, whatever. But I thought it was the same
Yeah.
day, but now I'm seeing July, and I'm like, oh my god, that was way before it
Yeah, like
happened.
that's really crazy. But also we've never been under martial
Well,
law
but think
though.
about
Like
all the
if
freedoms they took away
yeah, they
because of
did take
it.
away freedoms for the sake of security is what they say, I guess. But I guess it's if it's a martial law, it's kind of hidden too.
Yeah. And then, based on his reading of the 9/11 Commission report, he believes that the government was complicit in the attacks by assisting Saudi Arabia. It says that Saudi Arabia ran the attacks to blame Iraq, that was always the plan. And then our own government bare minimum stood down last year. Well, I don't know when this was published. InfoWars posted a video of Trump perpetrating the theory, but it wasn't the Iraqis. You will find out who really knocked down the World Trade Center, Trump said, because they have papers in there and they are very secret. You may find if it's the Saudis, okay? In November of that year, Jones pointed to Trump's public comments on the attack as evidence that he wasn't part of the insider elite. If he were, he would have gone along with the official story, but he didn't. He was there day one saying what I was saying on the radio at the exact same time.
God, yeah,
I don't know.
Trump's such an idiot.
Again, that's another person I wish could just keep his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
Like, why do they have to be talking like that? I don't know that he would have been a horrible president, as bad as like everyone thinks, if he had just not been a fucking dick. He could have just had a quiet presidency. Yeah, degrade women, take away our rights, or set us up to have our rights taken away. A lot of other stuff, but like, he did do a lot of good things, but that's all overshadowed because he's always saying stupid shit. Like, stop saying stupid shit. How hard is that?
Isn't that a narcissist, though?
Yes.
Like, you think everything you have to say is, like,
worth saying?
The greatest thing ever that anyone's ever heard. And ever, like, you can't not say anything.
Am I a narcissist? Oh my god. I said, am I a narcissist?
No.
Because I think I write a lot.
You don't say hurtful shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know when not to say something, though.
True.
Like, you could read the room.
Yeah.
These people can't read the room. Like,
yeah.
There's a time and a place to say certain things, and some of it only belongs in your head.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, no, if you never said this stuff out loud, no one would ever be able to know. Like, at least they're saying it out loud, I guess, so everyone could be like, wow, you're
awful.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. Everyone has, like, weird thoughts, but you don't need to say it out loud on a platform and make America look like the biggest idiots ever.
Right. You're right. Yeah, I'm not a Trump supporter, just to be clear.
Yeah, no. Obviously we do. I don't know. Oh my god.
One of Jones's most notorious conspiracy theories is that the government is using chemicals to turn people gay, using a mysterious gay bomb devised by the Pentagon. Okay, it's not...
Is that like the frog?
Yeah, that's my favorite meme, though. It's like... Why don't I have any friends? And it's just him saying... They're putting chemicals in the water that turn the frogs gay. I'm like, that sounds a lot like something I would say.
The problem is he believes it.
Maybe they are.
Or like other people hear it and believe it.
Okay, but here's the thing. We do have a lot of plastics in our water, which are endocrine disruptors. And I'm not saying that makes people gay, but it's definitely like changing human hormones. Like, I don't think it's a gay bomb, but it is like fucking with people's estrogen levels like significantly. Aren't they saying that like most men will be infertile by, I want to say like in 10 years or something? Almost all men will be infertile because of all the like endocrine disruptors and all the microplastics in their bodies. Don't quote me on 10 years, but they're saying like it's tracking that way.
That's crazy. Or like all the soy added.
Yeah.
That like is one of the reasons why girls are maturing so much faster, because it's like they're fucking with their hormones too.
Right, and a lot of women are becoming infertile because of like estrogen dominance and stuff too. Like, we have to admit we're not healthy.
And like we're definitely not healthy. And like breast cancer, right? It's like causing more cancers and stuff, so. But yeah, I don't think. See, if he just said the other stuff,
right?
But he has to say it makes you gay,
right?
And that's the problem. Like that's why we should stop it, because everyone's becoming gay. Like, no, Maybe we
No.
should stop it because it's literally like killing us.
Right.